Hello, my name is Barry Rand, and I'm in the Department of Electrical Engineering and the Andlinger Center for Energy and the Environment. My research deals with thin film materials for electronic and optical devices. What we really try to do is unlock the potential of optoelectronic thin film semiconductors through a rigorous study of their properties. Large area optoelectronic materials have genuinely shaped our world, from devices such as lighting to displays to solar cells and lasers. So in the upper right is an example of solar cells composed of crystalline silicon, which are now becoming ubiquitous in our world. In the lower right is an example of a flexible display composed of ultra-thin film organic light-emitting devices. And you can imagine having a form factor that is flexible and still able to present an image is going to allow us to interact with information in far different ways. Some examples from my lab are shown in the slide here, where I'm talking about light-emitting devices. So in the upper right is an example of a red-emitting LED composed of the semiconductor of a metal halide perovskite. This is an emerging semiconductor that has shown a lot of potential for solar cells, and we're investigating the potential of this material for both LEDs as well as lasers. In the lower right is an example of some flexible substrates that we've made that are intrinsically porous, and their porosity allows the scattering of light out of this conventionally thin film waveguide in order to get more light out of the structure and make a white emitting device more and more efficient for applications in lighting. In order to fully exploit the potential of optoelectronic materials, we need to be able to very well understand their growth and processing. So, for example, this is showing a couple of molecular semiconductors. We're trying to figure out how we can put them into films with ultra long range order. So here we're talking about films with grains that have dimensions of hundreds of microns or even a millimeter. And two examples are shown, one of rubrene, a conventional hole transport material, as well as TPBI, an electron transport material. And we're able to form both of these thin films into this microcrystalline motif. On the left are shown some large area images with a polarized optical micrograph, and on the right are showing the local scale ordering with an atomic force micrograph. This allows us to probe the molecular scale material in order to get a better understanding for how growth works in these systems. Our group is experimentally inspired, and we seek to learn about thin film materials and understand how devices function. In terms of future directions of our work, we're looking for students and researchers with foundations in materials and devices, and with a passion for applying that knowledge. If we can realize a truly cross-disciplinary approach, this will allow us to unravel complicated research questions and enable us to realize a next generation of electronic materials with improved or even unforeseen applications. And we feel that these applications will allow us to solve looming problems in information technology, the environment, as well as energy. Thank you.